Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Yellow. It's like Attack on Titan, if by Titan you mean a scrawny little man. You know me, I'm Shadow Blazer 3000.
And I am Drak2326, and I am totally relieved we did not go for a Titan AE reference.
No, of course not.
Because who would refer to that movie? I actually didn't think it was that bad. But it's definitely not, like, a classic.
I just plugged a popular anime in a vain attempt to get some more views.
Indeed. You know, you crazy anime reviewer you.
Yes.
Face the trainer blogging away.
Of course I do it anyway, because, you know, grinding experience and stuff. This one I stupidly get wrong because I keep thinking it's like a trick question. Because I'm like, no, it's gotta be trick, because he technically evolves to Metapod before Butterfree.
I was a thief, but I became straight as a trainer. Awesome.
The burglar wants to fight.
The burglar, and I forgot to change my lineup, so I'm wasting it with Hypno. I need to level up Blastoise and Darkchureo.
Somebody likes the Pokemon music.
Of course I do.
Actually, both of us do. I tend to lean more towards the series, though. I think the series versions are awesome.
Your silly
The
quick attack.
sounds that Alex is making today is interesting.
Your silly quick attack won't help you, Vulpix. I have Earth Power on my side.
But you don't have the power of heart. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, what kind of power is heart, anyway?
Exactly.
Like, what next? Heart of the cards?
Don't mess with the heart of the cards. Lest you have to face the Dark Magician!
Girl.
Well, her too.
Dark Magician
Don't
girl.
you realize that the end of the world resulted from a card game? My plan is great.
Super effective.
Yay! You defeated Burglar Baggins.
I surrender.
Yes, somebody was going to make the reference, so I was going to. Burglar Baggins.
Have you seen the new trailers for The Hobbit?
I have. I'm totally excited.
Yeah.
The only thing that's a little disconcerting about it, and I've gotten in so many arguments over the last couple of weeks, is I do remember reading somewhere that on IMDb, they actually did cast Leonard Nimoy for Smaug. But now they've revealed that Benedict Cumberbatch will be playing him.
Oh, interesting.
And I have no problem with this, but like I try to tell people, dude, you're smoking crack. He was never on IMDb. Yes, he was, and I have my wife to prove it. I have a witness.
So Leonard Nimoy was on IMDb.
Leonard Nimoy was on IMDb as casted for Smaug until this recent trailer came out, and then they switched it to Benedict.
I'm guessing that was a hoax.
Probably.
I edit for IMDb too. I'm a contributor there, so it's pretty darn easy to add whatever the hell you want there.
But at the same time, Leonard Nimoy as Smaug would be equally cool.
A solar eclipse, the eternal ballet of the cosmos, dances on.
Indeed. But I have no problem with Benedict. In fact, speaking of Benedict Cumberbatch, did you see the Jimmy Fallon joke they made when they brought J.J. Abrams on?
No.
So apparently a lot of people were offended at the fact that, you know, Kirk is Kirk.
Yes.
And he had that moment in Into Darkness where he turns around and guess what? The woman is half naked. It's Kirk. Guys, it's Kirk. So they said, well, we actually did have something for the ladies, but we didn't have enough time to edit it, and it's a shower scene of Benedict Cumberbatch. The only thing they don't tell you is that it's like up to the chest, and he sits there in the shower, and he's got that perma scowl that he's got throughout the movie. So it's like, I hate this shower.
No,
it is disgusting to me.
You're absolutely correct. Go on through, but I still fight the trainer anyway. You can't win. I've studied Pokemon.
I vaguely remember hearing that exact same thing from Pokemon Academy students, and then Ash whipped the crap out of them. Just saying.
You mean in the School of Hard Knocks episode?
Yeah. Where it's like, we know every Pokemon tactic. Oh crap, our Pokemon got killed.
You know, I think that's the only time Pokemon have ever been referred to as having levels in the anime.
Yeah, it is. It's the only time when they've ever said anything close to that. The only other thing that comes to mind for me is like when in the Hoenn region, Ash tried to teach Pikachu Iron Tail.
Yes.
How he trains him up, but he actually does say or make a reference to level grinding. But that's it.
Interesting. Yeah. I get it. You know, it's RPG convention taking into television logic. You gotta make those changes there.
And you can't have the long process of level grinding. You can have the starting of it, and you can put a montage if you want, and then you can have the end. That's totally acceptable. I just find it funny that they actually did refer to it at some point in the series. I also laugh at the fact that the Pokemon Academy never gets mentioned again.
A lot of things never get mentioned again.
So like they say it's this illustrious academy and that there are many more like it. We've never seen anything like it ever again.
I remember once, a long time ago, I was a kid still, I wrote a fanfic. It was basically like taking Pokemon into sort of the style of Harry Potter. It wasn't a crossover fic or anything. It was just like, oh, Ash, Misty, Brock, they go to an academy to learn about Pokemon studies. Right?
Okay, I'm finding that acceptable. You just started off by saying it was a fan fiction, and yeah, given the reputation of fanfic, I'm so glad we didn't go that direction.
Yes, it wasn't like an actual Harry Potter crossover, but it was sort of in that vein.
No, it makes sense. I mean, one of the things I've always kind of wondered is, for the first 10 years of a trainer's life, I mean, they've got to go to school at some point. They didn't learn a thing about Pokemon.
Yeah.
Ash is clueless at the beginning of the series. Did he not go to elementary school? But I think Pokemon Rusty version kind of answered that for me.
Yeah.
There's only like one other house in the town, Mom. And of course, Rusty was so stupid that he put a bunch of Bidoof into one Pokeball, so... I don't know, maybe there isn't such a thing as an education system in the world of Pokemon.
I guess they're all homeschooled.
Well, I don't even think they're schooled, period.
They must be. They have to know how to count money and stuff.
I don't know. They don't refer to school at all in the game in the series.
Well, they don't in the games either, so...
Actually, no, they do, because there are students. There are preschoolers and stuff like that as trainers.
Well, that's true. Plus, there are also, like, Pokemon academies in the game, kind of, you know, where they give you those basic trainer tips. It's like, here's how the badges work. Here's how levels work.
But it does really make you kind of wonder, because they never refer to, like, Ash ever going to school in the first 10 years of his life. We just, you know, there.
Well, yeah, I guess
he apparently has the education that he needs. And then we find out he doesn't know jack crap about Pokemon. And I get why they did that. That's supposed to be, he pulls out the Pokedex and learns. I get it, but it seems just really stupid that he doesn't learn.
Apparently that was going to be a feature in this game, as well as Red, Blue, and Green. Being able to use your Pokedex in battle. But they could never get it to work properly, so they dumped it.
Yeah, I'd heard about it, how they were trying to experiment with that, and it just didn't work. And it's a good idea they never did.
I personally would like it, actually.
It might be fun if, like, for example, you come across a Pokemon you've never seen before, and all of a sudden, and then there you go, you get all the information, but it's kind of hard to work into it as an RPG mechanic. Because that really would be like the equivalent of a scan spell. How many RPG players actually use the scan spells in the games?
I don't know. This is another burglar. They're full of burglars in this gym. I don't know why. I guess Blaine's a criminal mastermind.
But I'd like to point out that this burglar is not Lupin, and ergo, not the best in the world. Yes, I just did a Lupin the Third reference. Lupin's awesome. Even the Studio Ghibli movie that came out, that was fine. Alright, rage session over.
Earthquake.
Keep shaking the ground, man. I mean, seriously.
Rowleth fainted. Yowza! Too hot.
And you're the one with the fire Pokemon. I will admit, I actually would have liked something.
Wait, I like this one. TM Tombstoner.
Dude, that is an ability that should be in the game. That should be a dark move. And it's just a Pokemon that takes a headstone and hits somebody over the head with it.
Fire is weak to H2O.
Gee, we never could have gotten that on our own. Thank you, Japan.
Super Nerd sent out Growlithe.
Seriously, with localization, they really need to get off the whole stupid Americans thing.
Well, hey, it's usually the localization teams that are American that believe that Americans are stupid.
In most cases, yes, but I've also kind of noticed where, like, Nintendo has a Japanese team do it, and they end up with a bunch of spelling errors.
Well,
Or sentences that don't make sense.
yeah, so that's what happens when you source it to people whose English is not their first language.
You get all your base or belong to us.
Yeah. And here is Blaine, but before I fight him, I'm going to heal.
Are you prepared, Alex?
Yes. Ha! I am Blaine. I am the leader of Cinnabar Gym. My fiery Pokemon will incinerate all challengers. Ha! You better have Burn Heal.
That's the weirdest thing for a gym leader to say.
Yeah,
Still
Blaine's
to
always
this
been
day.
kind of cheeky like that.
And I love the fact that he's kind of like a mad scientist look.
Blastoise.
Blastoise versus Ninetales. Who will win? Uh-oh.
Confuse
Ray.
Ray.
Oh, you lucky SOB. You got Surf Off.
I'm even amazed. But it still only did about half damage.
Just to reference other LPs, Alex, that totally should have happened to you.
What do you mean it won't have any effect? Full heal? What do you mean it won't have any effect?
That's weird, is Confusion's never been an official status ailment. Even though it is something you have to deal with.
Yes.
That makes sense, Game Freak. See, what you should do is go for the Final Fantasy solution to Confusion, which is you hit your buddy over the head with a hammer. Yes, that's actually the cure for Confusion in Final Fantasy is a magic hammer.
Wow.
Boom! Oh, I'm not confused anymore, but I got this bump on my head. Rapidash! Oh, we're not going with Blastoise.
We're gonna go with Dugtrio.
Tiggly-tick, Trio.
Dugtrio dug the hole.
But you can't dig it, Alex! It's in the air! You can see! It's running at you! Oh no. Fire spin. Whatever shall you do? Aside from sit here and kind of file your nails until it's done?
Pretty much.
Oh wow, it was not a lucky enemy. It did not get like full 5 hit. I'm kind of surprised, Alex. That's been the
know.
luck we've had. Alright, now we got his trademark Arcanine.
Arcanine! Not Growlithe, Officer Jenny. It's the best clip ever.
Growlithe! Growlithe!
Your reflect won't save you.
That big bushy tail isn't gonna reflect this.
Actually, I don't know what reflect does. I know it's a defensive, but it doesn't say what it raises.
No, it's like special defense, I think.
Oh, maybe it is. Take down.
And will it take you down? Nope.
Take down.
And that's Arcanine. Sorry,
Super.
Blaine. You lose again. You gotta wonder what happens when these guys get trained to be gym leaders. It's like, prepare for a life of pain and misery, as your Pokemon will be defeated again
burnt
and
out.
again.
You've earned the Volcano Badge. Ha! The Volcano Badge heightens the special abilities of your Pokemon. Here, you can have this too. TM38.
And this is awesome because it's
Fire.
Fire Blast.
Teach it to a fire Pokemon. Charmeleon or Ponyta would be good bets. But I don't have a fire Pokemon, so it just goes into storage.
But Alex, why don't you have a fire Pokemon?
Because my lineup is better suited this way.
Actually, technically you do. You have a Charmander.
Yes, I do, but not
You don't use
okay, so now we got our Helix fossil. We are going to go convert it into a Pokemon because apparently resurrection technology exists. The door is locked.
I could make a reference to another game, but I won't. Because we'll have plenty of rage on that when that comes up.
Welcome to the Pokemon Lab. There's lots to do. There's lots to see.
But
Hello
apparently
there.
not
Do
that
you want
much,
to trade your Golduck for a Rhydon? No. Well, if you don't want to.
I like Golduck and all, but no.
Hi, do you have a Growlithe? Do you want to trade it for Dewgong? Why would you trade for Dewgong? You can go to Seafoam and catch one. I found
well
this
as
very
Articuno.
strange fossil in Mount Moon. I think it's a rare prehistoric Pokemon.
So is that guy admitting to beating the crap out of the other super nerd who got the other fossil?
Probably. Eevee can evolve into one of 3 kinds of Pokemon.
Incorrect. It's more like 7 now.
I made a cool TM. That's the sound of metronome. Tweaks your Pokemon's brain into using moves.
That is not a cool move because it only works out for the computer, not me. Just saying.
I'm looking for Kangaskhan. Want to trade one for Muck? And you can go catch a Muck in Pokemon Mansion.
Yep. Or in my case, they yield really good experience.
I'm an important doctor. I study here fossils. Do you want a fossil for me? Well, that's the Helix fossil. It's the fossil of Ammonite, a Pokemon that's already extinct. My resurrection machine will make that Pokemon live again. This is how we play God in the Pokemon universe.
I guess it could be worse. You could be going to the Lazarus Pit in the Batman universe. That's a painful process of resurrection. It makes you go mad.
He'll drive you mad. So while they revive my dead Pokemon from millions of years ago, we're gonna go do a few little errands.
Pokemon Yellow LP, because errands are awesome.
Have you finished those errands?
Nope.
Okay, so we had a little bit of a power hiccup, and thank goodness this is post-commentated, otherwise this would really suck to have lost so much progress.
Indeed.
Unfortunately, Audacity actually has a restore function, so we didn't lose too much, and we didn't have to record this entire episode again. Anyway, if you're wondering why I'm coming down here, remember that item that's floating out there? Yeah, neither did I, but
we're gonna go get it.
yes. Come out here, you find TM16, that is Payday, so if you have a Meowth or a Persian at this point, great move to teach them.
If they don't already know it.
Yes, if they don't know it yet. Or if, you go and catch one later, trade one later, whatever. Whatever you want to do.
I have a feeling we're gonna go into that whole Stewie montage on Family Guy. Do you just want to help me out? That'd be really great. And to Celadon we go.
Yeah, you remember that person standing across that little body of water, that pond that we couldn't cross? Yeah, neither do I. But anyway, we are going to go pay him a visit.
Wow, we're coming across a lot of stuff that Alex apparently doesn't remember.
Hello there! I've seen you, but I've never had a chance to talk. Here's a gift for dropping by.
Which is TM41, and TM41 is...
Soft boiled. So if you have a chancey, there's something for her. Or him, or it. Whatever they might be in this.
Silly Alex, there's no genders except for Nidoran in this game. Apparently we're all just, one grayish gender. That doesn't make sense to you guys. Neither does it make sense to me.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to Viridian City.
We're on the road to Viridian City.
And if you remember that guy who was standing behind a tree that we couldn't cut because we didn't have cut at that point? Yeah, neither do I. Anyway, we're going to go here and cut this tree
I think
down.
we just found the episode's title. You remember that stuff that Alex is supposed to remember? That's okay, neither does he.
Oh, I must have dozed off in the sun. I had a dream about a drowsy eating my dream. What's this? Where did this TM come from? This is spooky. Here, you can have this TM.
Let me guess. Dream Eater.
Yep. And yes, I actually teach it. Dream Eater.
Silly human, you're not a Snorlax.
And their snore move does not exist yet. So yes, I'm actually going to teach Dream Eater to Hypno.
Would make sense. He's got hypnosis. Alright, so back to Cinnabar we go. Hopefully at this point, the scientist has resurrected our Pokemon. Or cloned it, or whatever. Resurrection in all geek media is weird.
Where have you been? Well, where were you? I guess. It was an Almanite, and I got Almanite. Almanite, Slowpoke. You two tentacle Aerodactyl. Almanite, Slowpoke. Okay, I'm totally screwing that up, but the Poke Rap was awesome, everybody. We all know it.
Or at least we all should. I don't know if they even still keep it going.
No, they don't.
Because there's like 700 Pokemon. I'm surprised. We're 6 gens in. We're not at 1,000 Pokemon yet. And you know Gen 7's coming at some point.
Yep. So now we're on the road to Viridian City again. So in the next episode, we're going to go take it down Giovanni of the Viridian City Gym. See you next time.